am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose Rapture.
Welcome to Rapture, everyone. So the next game I'm going to do is Bioshock, the remastered version anyway. I guess I'll go over a little backstory to set what the game is about and give you a little info about the universe it takes place in. So the original Bioshock was released in 2007 by 2K Games and quickly became a massive success story. Many people consider it one of the best first-person shooters ever made, and there are many others who consider it one of the best games ever made, period. The game itself is predominantly a first-person shooter, but does have a fairly large RPG element to it as well, as you'll be leveling up your character's guns and powers fairly frequently, allowing you to approach situations differently depending on your character, obviously, and how you've built them up. So the game is fairly linear, but in a very odd choice for an FPS, you can actually revisit areas you've already been through in case you forgot to pick something up, which is always really nice. So now I guess I'll go over the plot backstory a bit. Although you may be thinking the game's a mindless shooter based on the screenshots you're currently seeing, it actually has an incredibly deep, complex story that makes it stand out pretty greatly from some other first-person shooters. The game actually deals very heavily with politics, the nature of power and how it corrupts, and human nature in general. So the game takes place in an alternate universe in an underwater city called Rapture, which is the supposed utopia of an entrepreneur known as Andrew Ryan. Ryan is a hard libertarian and has built the city and its society around those libertarian principles that he values so much. So for those of you who don't know what libertarianism is, I'll try and give you a very general overview of it. But keep in mind, I'm in no way a political expert, and I did this research in about 10 minutes. So I'm sure I'll get a comment or two throughout the course of this walkthrough, probably telling me just how wrong I am, but I'll try my best to explain it to you. So the basic building block of libertarianism is freedom from the government. People who follow this philosophy believe that the government should have as little control over people's lives as possible, especially when it comes to the economy. And this is definitely the wing of libertarianism that Rapture and this game is going to deal with. So they believe that the best way to do things is to let the economy drive and regulate itself based strictly on supply and demand. So basically, if you can make a product that people want and are willing to pay for, you should be able to sell that product no matter how morally justified it is. It's basically the extreme form of capitalism. This also means that they believe in very few to no social programs for those less fortunate, as they see it as very unfair to the successful people who've gotten to where they are by their supposed hard work alone. Another aspect of this philosophy, at least in the version that Ryan subscribes to, is that research and development should have no hindrance if it's for the benefit of mankind at large. So what this means is that there are no checks and balances and no moral code that scientists need to follow in their experiments. In Rapture, they're only held back by their own intellect and limits of the natural world. And these are all the foundations that the city of Rapture is built upon. Therefore, you can imagine what the main underlying question of this game is going to be about. Whether this type of economy/government is sustainable in the long run. It'll become clear very quickly what side the game is on, and it's up to you as the player to decide whether you agree with its point of view or not. Now I'm going to break one of the rules of the internet here, I guess, and I'm going to reveal my own political leanings, because I think it'll make this playthrough a little more interesting, I hope anyway. So personally, I am a liberal socialist, which is about as far opposite of libertarianism as you can get. So you can probably guess where my opinions are gonna fall throughout the game. Finally, I'll comment on how I'm going to play the game, I guess. So there are collectibles in this game too, just like Indiana Jones. The main ones are audio diaries, which serve to provide backstory for many of the characters you'll run into throughout the game. And they also provide context on how the city became the way it is when we first see it. So these diaries are scattered around pretty much everywhere, and some are harder to find than others. The other major collectibles are gun upgrade stations, which obviously allow you to upgrade your weapons, but they are by no means mandatory and can be hard to find as well. You don't need to get to these upgrade stations to finish the game. You can beat it without finding a 1, but your playthrough is probably going to become significantly harder for it, in my opinion, but you can totally do it if you want to. I'm definitely going to try my best to find all of these collectibles, but I don't think I'm going to make it an absolute necessity like I did for the treasures in Indiana Jones, as I want to make this Let's Play, I guess, a little bit more relaxed and fun than my last one, which was very walkthrough-like. I'm still going to try my best, but for the most part, I'm not going to be providing you exact locations on where they all are like last time. I guess I should also mention that I'm playing the remastered version of the game, which makes the textures look a little bit better than the original, but aside from that, it's no different to my knowledge. Okay, so that was a fuck ton to say, but now we can finally start this shit and get this game going, so I hope you guys really enjoy it.
Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing.
Ye old 2K. Boston, Australia. Where the hell is Marin? Never heard of that place. Blind Squirrel Games. Maybe they're one of the devs? I'm not sure. I don't know what the hell they did. Good old NVIDIA. Good stuff. And a bunch of legal notice. Good stuff. Okay, yada. Perfect. Okay, welcome to Bioshock, everybody, in this lovely menu screen. So, I think I did most of the intro anyway, so I don't think I really need to go over anything. I think I should be okay. Brightness. Why doesn't this... doesn't want to change. Oh, well. I don't want to make it too dark. That'd be fine. I probably could play it on hard, but I don't really want to for this Let's Play, because I just want it to be fun. I don't want to get stuck on a part for fucking 45 minutes, so let's just go medium. Hopefully the settings are all okay, and I don't have to change shit around. Adam is the canvas, but plasmids are the paint. So these are just kind of little snippets about the world and some of the characters and quotes they've said. You're not going to know what any of them mean at this point, just because we haven't never seen the story yet. So here we go. Bioshock. 1960, the Mid-Atlantic.
They told me.
Oh, smoking on planes.
You're special.
Did I turn on the
You're born to do
subtitles?
great things. You know
I
what?
think I did. I'll have to
They
see
were
once I
right.
get to actual gameplay. Turn it on. Fuck! Plane's going down! Bioshock. Getting real rusty. Okay, here's the opening scene. Look at all that water. Someone's fucking shoe. Oh, grab that pearl necklace. That's worth some cash right there. Get it. Oh, Jesus. Holy shit. Okay. So like I said in the intro, this is actually the remastered version, so the original didn't really look this good, but it still looks pretty decent. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, sorry about this, I'm pretty sure I turned subtitles on. Do I like subtitles? Yes. Perfect. Okay, quest arrows on, art subtitles are off. Adaptive change. I don't even know what that is. Unusable object. Usable object highlight. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're all good with the options. So, let's start swimming. They basically corral you into a certain area to start off the game here. You can't obviously go on the flames, so you just kind of gotta keep following where the hell they're taking you. There's the plane tail going down. And they're obviously pushing you toward this lighthouse, so that's where you're supposed to go. It's actually a pretty cool intro. You'll learn more about it as the game goes on. This is a game where you don't know a whole lot at the start, but as you go through it, you're going to learn kind of the backstory, the events that transpired before this game, which are going to lead to a lot more context as to what's going on. Yeah, still looks pretty decent, I guess. Moon looks nice. Look at that. That moonlight shimmer on the water. Those clouds kind of look like shit, though. It's clearly just a skybox, but whatever. So there's nothing actually to find out here. You just gotta enter into these big steel doors. Uh-oh. That's not good. Jesus Christ. And we have a real angry man's face up here. No gods or kings, only man. In what country is there a place for people like Andrew Ryan? And a lovely rendition of Beyond the Sea plays in the background. I actually haven't played a first-person shooter in a while. I hope I don't embarrass myself, but the first couple levels could be pretty rough as I get used to it. Okay, let's take this shit down. Service radio. Going down into the depths. This game's got a really cool Art Deco style about it that I really like. It's a really pretty looking game. Fire your fingertips.
I am Andrew Ryan.
There's those subtitles.
And I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican.
So this is obviously outlining his philosophies, and like I said before in the intro, I went over them. Very hardcore libertarian.
Rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible.
I chose suicide.
I chose Rapture.
Oh shit!
A city where the artist would not fear the censor, where the scientist would not be bound by petty morality, where the great would not be constrained by the small. And with the sweat of your brow, Rapture.
Look at all them jellies.
Your city as well.
Bella Mia's high fashion. And there's some weird dude working in the tunnels there. Get those barnacles off. That looks gross. Blue whale swimming through. How would that thing's tail not take out, like, every electrical wire in this place? Splices. All good things of this earth flow into the city. So that's a pretty good intro. It's a nice intro to Rapture. Again, we don't really know what the hell's going on in the city yet, but that's a really cool opening shot of the city. I really like it. Still a very pretty game for the time being. Okay, time to find out just how good I am with a mouse. Poor old Johnny. Get the fuck out of there, Johnny!
Don't hurt me! Let me go!
Why'd you shoot her, bud? Oh, fuck. That's some disembowelment right there. Getting shredded. Into the water he goes. Fuck, that's rough.
Is it someone?
I don't know. She's up on the bathysphere. Holy fuck. Sounds of exertion. Oh. Jesus Christ. Rocking my boat. Shout of frustration. She gave up. You're not getting up. You're not getting in here. Ah, shut up, you radio. Give me that shit.
I don't know how you survived that plane crash.
Me neither.
I want to question Providence. I'm Atlas. And
Thank you,
I aim to
Atlas.
keep you alive.
I'm the most stereotypical Irishman in
To
existence.
get you to higher ground. Take a deep breath and step out of the bathysphere. I won't leave you twisting in the wind.
I just saw a guy get gutted. Like, I wouldn't be crawling out here.
We're gonna need to draw her out of hiding, but you're gonna have to trust me.
I don't know who the fuck you are. Okay, so here is kind of the entry hall of Rapture. So we can see that there were a lot of people that were trying to leave in a fucking hurry. They wanted to get the fuck out of here. Some nice starfish. Bistro. Could use some bistros. So this thing is a Vita chamber. Look at that. You can even ask for help on it. So if you're killed by the hostile denizens, you'll be revived at the last Vita chamber you passed. Some of your health will be restored, and you'll always have at least a small amount of Eve. Yeah, okay. Jesus. So they basically serve as checkpoints, I guess, throughout the game. If you die, you're gonna respawn or come out of the closest Vita chamber that you passed. So it takes, like, death doesn't game over you, it just takes away a lot of your health and I think some of your Eve as well, but you wouldn't even know what Eve is at this point. So yeah, there was some protesting going on here. Okay. So she wants a little bit of our flesh, it sounds like. She's not a very friendly individual. Jesus. There are some jump scares in this game, but overall I wouldn't really classify it as a horror game, I guess. There she is!
How do you like that, sister?
Fucking blast her! And she crawls back into the vents.
Kindly find a crowbar or something.
I shall.
Boys are sealed Johnny in before they... Goddamn splicers.
Johnny's not getting out. He's at the bottom of the ocean now. So we can pick up our first weapon of the game and start beating the shit out of people. So this is basically your basic tutorial level. Shit. Ow. Heck. Where is he? He's swinging his wrench at nothing up there. I can hear you. There you are. Good. There you go. There's Eve and first aid. I'm not using the first aid kit to heal because I don't really need it. Okay. So I mentioned before that it's mainly a first-person shooter, but God, that gatherer's garden is loud and fucking annoying. It's a first-person shooter, but there's a lot of RPG elements to it as well, and one of those elements is that you scavenge for, like, everything. So, like, there's a pet bar, you can eat that for food and shit like that. You'll find, like, alcohol all over the damn place, too, and, like, you can drink that to regain Eve, I believe, but it makes you drunk if you drink too much of it. Cream-filled cake. So, yeah, it's always a good idea that this is a game where you want to explore, like, every nook and cranny. Like I mentioned before, I'm not making a completely conscious effort to try and find all the audio diaries, but the way I play these games, I explore like every single corner possible, so I'll probably end up getting most, if not all of them anyway, so we can't get through this door yet. She's zapped, so the only other way... Fuck your shitty city. Rapture, 1946. You just want to head up here. Beat the shit out of these railings. And we're gonna find our first plasmid. Just jab this needle into our arm. There's no HPV worries here. This is the 60s. Ooh. Like, why does he do this? I would not be doing this. Jesus. He didn't even get told he needed to do that. He just fucking jabbed that thing into his arm. He's like, fuck, I guess I'll see what this does. Somehow he didn't kill himself. Uh-oh.
This
My head.
fish looks like he just had his cherry popped.
Rough.
Wonder if he's still got some Adam on him.
Uh-oh.
Let's buck. Weak. You're a weak chopper. This little fish ain't worth towing it with no big daddy. Yellow. Always have been. You'll be no better off with metal daddy, little fish. See you floating upright.
So everyone's kind of fucked up physically down here, as you probably can tell by now. There's a reason for that, you'll find out later. And we meet our first big daddy. Holy fuck. Look at that rusty drill.
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel.
Nice.
I
am an
light
angel, aren't
coming
I?
from his belly. Wait a minute. He's still breathing. It's alright. I know he'll be an angel soon.
Climbing the hell out of there. So they just leave us alone. How convenient. How convenient for us all. And we're totally
You
fine.
alright, boyo? First time plasmid's a real kick from you.
Hey!
Nothing like a fistful of lightning now, is there?
Good stuff. So plasmids are basically magic powers, I suppose. So our first plasmid we got was the Electro Bolt. So you can like actually swap between weapons and plasmids throughout the game. Electro Bolt is way better than a wrench, so I'll probably keep that on right now. Ah, shit. I wouldn't use it here in the water because you're going to get electrocuted, so probably don't do that. Jesus Christ. That's actually the plane's tail from earlier that we saw from our plane. So yeah, I don't think you can flood during this part. It's just designed to kind of freak you out a bit. But I don't think the hallway ever truly floods. Okay. Oh, there's a dead dude here. Give me that first aid kit. Give me that Eve. Has he got money on him? Merlot I can drink. Oh. So alcohol. Oh, Jesus. Where'd he? Where'd he go? Where the fuck did he go? There you are, you little prick. Eat shit. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Reload. Oh god. There's another one. Okay. So how plasmids work. Fuck. I think that was the elevator just crashing down. Distance. Jesus. Uh-oh. I missed it, sorry, but yeah. That's an elevator crashing down. So how plasmids work is they actually require a type of ammo, just like, cigarettes. They require a type of ammo called Eve, just like bullets do, and that's what the little blue needles are. They're Eve. If you run out of Eve, you can't use your... That's not what I wanted. If you run out of Eve, you can't use them, but thankfully you can find Eve in like health kits pretty much everywhere, so it's not a big deal. Okay. Anything in this area?
Crawls when you're alone. I
Jesus.
just want some company.
Yeah, I bet you do. So that one's fucking shot. Elevator. Is there a dude up there? I couldn't tell. Oh well. Let's head her up.
Listen, I've got a family.
I've got a family.
Get them out of here, but the splicers have cut me off from them. If you can reach them in Neptune's bounty, then maybe, just maybe. I know you must feel like the unluckiest man in the
No
world
shit.
right now, but you're the only hope.
Oh, look at that guy.
to see my wife and
Trying to get in. What's
Go
happening?
to Neptune's bounty. Find my family,
Ah.
please.
Loser. Okay. And there's this creepy bitch over here.
If you sing this song,
And it was a big pistol.
Plasmids changed everything.
Give me it.
They
Damn right I want
destroyed
the
our
revolver.
bodies, our minds. We couldn't handle it. Best friends butchering one another. Babies strangled in cribs. The whole city went to hell.
Damn right. So, basically, there's these things called... Is that Sander Cohen? Who is that? Just desecrate this guy's crypt. What's this dude's name? Can I see it? Winston Hefner. Hugh Hefner's the strange son. No, but basically they created these things called plasmids. You'll learn more about it as we go on. That give you superpowers, like the ones we have, the Electro Bolt. But they were highly addictive substances, and because this place is run by a massive libertarian, there was no regulation on them whatsoever, right? So these people just basically became drug addicts and basically just ruined their bodies to this stuff. Is why all these people are so fucked up physically. And why everyone's kind of gone insane at this point. Okay. Happy New Year, 1959. Ow. No, I don't want Monsieur Merlot. I don't want the whiskey. I think I want to go down the stairs if I remember, but I'll pick up some cash. Some dollary dues first. Get wrecked. Guess I haven't lost my touch yet. Still can go. The olds can still go. Okay. This is one fucking gross kitchen. Someone in here with me? Nope. Perfection. Nope. That's a health kit. What's this guy doing down here? He's got money on him. And there's a register. Ah. So many dollary dues. But yeah, like, it's not... No dollary dues. It's not, I wouldn't really classify this as a horror game. It definitely has elements of horror, but I wouldn't classify it as straight horror because there's too much action going on.
Hit him with the electrobolt.
Damn right I will. Everyone dies. But remember, don't go into the water while the electricity is still going. That guy doesn't even have any eyeballs. Depressing. Take that money. Okay, so we have our first audio diary that you can listen to by holding T.
Another New Year's, another night alone. I'm out and you're stuck in Festus.
Working. Fucking piece of shit.
Oh, guess I'll have another drink. Here's a toast to Diane McClintock.
Here's a toast to being single again.
Silly enough to fall in love with Andrew Ryan. Silly.
Whoa! Can we get into the Footlight Theater? I don't think we can. Nope.
What happened? I'm bleeding. Oh God.
So some shit went down. Some shit went down. So like I mentioned in the intro, those are going to be kind of your primary plot devices in the game. They give you backstory on what happened, and they provide perspectives from different characters throughout the game. As you can guess, as you get further and further, can I not carry anymore? Jeez, we already got all of our first aid kits. Finest in liquors. As you get further and further in the game, their recordings are going to get more and more important, and they're going to be from more important people. And they're going to reveal more and more to you about what the hell's happened to shit. Where'd you come from? Didn't want to waste a bullet on you. Piece of shit. Yeah, so there's some fucked up shit that went down here. Someone looks like they took a plunge off the railing into the water. Wonderful stuff. But she's a pretty fucked up city right now, and we are here to find out why that is. Find a back way through the restaurant to continue.
Too spliced up. I'm too spliced up. Nobody's gonna want me.
Oh, shit. So, I'm honestly not even sure what the hell is going on with this. Like, why he's seeing ghosts. Turn that sink off. Oh, I guess we can't. Flood the bathroom. Of course, I want to fuck around with everything. Can't get her first aid pickup. We do got another bathroom.
Hey, Brenda.
Bathroom. We do got another audio clip. You're spoiling my audio diary. Piece of shit.
Trying to run a respectable theater. I got working folk coming in from Port Neptune trying to catch a little diversion. And all I can think about is the stink coming out of your shitter. Get it fixed.
Good stuff. I love some of these audio diaries because they're just like regular everyday old people just whining like everybody else, and it's hilarious. So this is the hole he was talking about. There's just a massive fucking hole in this bathroom for whatever reason. What the hell was that? Did someone walk past that doorway? Nope. Okay. Let's move on then.
Careful now.
Footlight
Would you
Theater.
kindly lower that weapon for a minute?
What the hell's going on down there? Looks like a little girl stabbing somebody with a needle.
You think that's a child down there? Don't be fooled. She's a little sister now. Somebody went and turned a sweet baby girl into a monster. Whatever you thought about right and wrong on the surface, well, that don't count for much down in Rapture. Those little sisters, they carry Adam, the genetic material that keeps the wheels of Rapture turning.
Damn.
Everybody wants it, everybody needs it.
So yeah, Adam is basically the drug that everyone wants. Because Adam is what you need, I believe, to make your powers work. Is there anything in the Rebel over here? No. And yeah, then that's basically what the whole like economy has become based on in here. It's just everyone after this atom, so they can splice up and get their fix. Oh shit! It's like, what the fuck? What did I wander into? Oh fuck! Just pistol whipped like a 6-year-old. Damn. It's a brave soul going in there against a big daddy. Oh, I'll get wrecked. Oh, Jesus. Nice. I appreciate that. A broken vending machine. So he's gonna continue to wander on. What did you have on you? A revolver and 5 pistol rounds? You're an ugly motherfucker. I think you can jump through here, right? No? What am I missing here? Oh. There we go. Press P to save my game. Happy chappy. Okay, there's another dead dude in here with some more pistol rounds on. Reload this piece of junk. Oh, director's commentary. Is this in the original game or is this just a remastered thing? Unlocked an episode of the director's commentary. Play it now or view it later from the main menu. This commentary contains in-depth discussion of the plot deals. Okay, well then I guess I better not watch it. I'll have to maybe watch that later. I didn't realize that... I don't recall those being included with the original game. That must be a remastered thing. Okay, well let's continue on. Anything back in here? Move. Dead body here. Anything else for me? No. No, I don't want the whiskey. Eve's Garden. Come bite the apple. I think that's a strip club, if I remember right.
She didn't fit in anyway.
And Ryan's favorite gal. Jesus. Where are you shooting from? Oh, come on. Okay, she's dead. And how my lack of skill becomes very apparent. Take that. Where are you? Oh, God. That's probably a much better way of dealing with him. The old wrench to the face. I'd really suggest like looking around these environments though, and just like looking at like just the level design and shit, because it's really good. This is a game you want to kind of play through slowly and have a look at everything, because there's a lot to look at here. Pick your plasmid. All bandaged up. Ooh. Someone tanked a Big Daddy. What a champion. I'll take your $33. I'll take him right off your hands. Oh god. I think this is like a battle arena if I remember correctly. We shine shoes. Is there anything going on in the bathrooms in here? Shit. Someone got clubbed to death. Well, just taking a shit. Come on, people. Let the man do his business in peace. My god. There's a health thing. Might as well use one of them, I suppose. I should probably reload my weed. Check. Is there nothing else around here? Good morning, Rapture. Okay, so we needed to head to Neptune's bounty, so that's what we're gonna do. Oh, fuck.
Security alert in progress.
Jesus Christ. Well then. Oh shit, I didn't want to do that. I'm drunk. No! This is gonna be awful. Okay, there we go. Electrocute yourselves.
Stop running like a fool!
Give me that. Is there a guy just standing up there? Oh, Jesus. What the hell was that? There he is. Die! Jesus, that's a late reaction.
There's another way to get there. Head to medical. What are you waiting for? Go!
I'm looting these bodies. Leave me alone. Ooh, there's a lockbox. See? See, Atlas, I would have missed that shit. Would have missed all this good shit if I had just gone your way. Okay, so you want to go to the medical pavilion. Because he's locked us out of going to Neptune's bounty. Eh. Ah, fuck.
Oh, Christ! You're trapped! Gonna try to
Jesus, Atlas, you haven't been the best of guides here today. Stand by.
Which one of the bitches sent to you? The KGB Wolf or the CIA Jackal?
It was the plane crash.
Sunken ship for you to plug.
Fuck off, Andrew Ryan.
Socialite will be slapped around by government muscle. And with that, farewell. Or thus Jack.
Nice mustache. He's got the 70s pedophile stash just figured out down to a T. Oh my god, they're all coming for us! Shit! Open the damn door, Atlas, you useless fuck. Thank you. I don't think they actually bust through. I think they just hammer against the door forever. And now we can go to the medical pavilion. Good stuff. So that was your basic tutorial level. There's one plasmid you can find in that level, the Electrobolt, which you have to get because it's a story progression thing. And then we did get the 2 audio diaries there. The one with Diane McClintock and the other guy screaming about his shitter.